What's up, guys? It's Eric and Marcus from Rare Candy, and we're back with another recorded video series for you guys. This time we recorded the top 8 games from the recent South Carolina State Championship we attended. And spoiler alert, you ain't gonna see us in here.
Yeah, we didn't do too hot. We both went 4-3. So
Yeah,
yeah.
we were talking we might do a like a state's recap as well, so potentially be on the lookout for that too.
hmm
But anyways, so first of all, this is our top 8 match that recorded, and who do we have playing here, Marcus?
On the left we have Chris Diller playing Seismitoad, Slowking, and Giratina, and then on the right we have Grafton Roll um, playing Vespiquen and a lot of other Pokemon.
Yeah, I think we did a count. I think there's 5 stage 1s in here,
Yeah,
4 or 5. I'm
for
pretty sure.
something like that, something ridiculous.
Yeah,
But it seems like an awesome concept. I really enjoyed watching this match earlier.
yeah, yeah. I didn't actually know what he was playing at first when we were first setting up the games.
Mhm. Yeah,
And even once the game started, I was like, oh, okay, we got a Vespiquen deck. But then
yeah,
I start seeing all this weird stuff hit the board, and
yeah,
I'm like, oh, what am I watching? So it's
yeah,
a cool deck. I'm actually really glad we got this game series recorded.
yeah.
So here, it looks like Chris is going first.
Seeing Ultra Ball getting rid of a hammer and a versus seeker.
Ugh, you don't want to get rid of a versus secret. That's
Yeah,
unfortunate, but
got to do what you got to do though. I guess
for the greater good.
we'll see what he grabs here. Probably a Shaman, I'm assuming, to draw off the stuff, but maybe
Looks
another
like he's
size
eyeing a
toad.
toad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there we
okay.
go.
He faked this out.
Just making sure he has the extra ones in there, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So it looks like he has another Ultra Ball, and I think, ooh, okay, Team Aqua's secret base.
Yeah.
So if I'm not mistaken, that increases the retreat cost for all non-Team Aqua Pokemon.
Right, yeah, it makes them all one more retreat cost, I believe.
Okay. So that's kind of annoying,
Yeah.
especially since he plays all of these energy disruption cards as well.
Right.
And again, he's having to Ultra Ball away some cards that you really don't want to normally.
Yeah, like
Like,
that double dragon right there.
yeah, that's rough.
He does play Puzzle of Time, so he can get the energy back.
That's true. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Um,
So we'll see a super scoop up.
okay, Tails, okay, and a Sycamore. So he's actually having like, despite those couple cards he had to discard, he's having a pretty good first turn. He has his
Yeah,
Fury Belt. He's got the Slowpoke on the board.
right.
Um, let's see, I'm trying to think, what else does he really need?
Um,
A DCE, but
yeah, he's got one in hand.
okay.
So, I'm not sure what else he would need right now.
And I'm not sure if he knows the deck that he's playing against, but
Yeah.
if you know that you're playing against Vespiquen, do you attach first turn?
I'm not sure. He opted not to.
I kind of like that.
So,
That's
yeah.
what I'm asking.
I mean, I guess it just depends. Like, if it's Vespiquen Vileplume, maybe don't attach because they're gonna play Forest of Giant Plants and attack first, or
Yeah.
like that turn. But
Ooh.
ooh, there we
So
go.
yeah, that's a good thing that
He didn't attach
yeah.
because there's Jirachi. So
Yeah.
guess a good.
So
It was
he went
probably a good thing that he held on to it.
yeah, he went straight for that Jirachi. He's like, all right, I'm about to win. Please don't be
Yeah.
prized, Jirachi.
So I mean, if he can get the Slow King out, maybe he can just keep moving. Like maybe he can move the energy off the Jirachi and
Yeah, like Slowking will help him out here. The unfortunate thing is Jirachi has to be active though.
right.
So by the time Jirachi's active, it's already using Stardust.
Yeah.
And it only has it's only one energy to use its attack, so
Right.
I don't know how much Slowking will help, but I'm sure it will to some degree.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, okay, it's got a battle compressor. You can see. Okay, an Ultra Ball getting rid of an
Look.
Eevee, I
Yeah.
think,
It looks like an EB.
and a Sycamore. So he's smart. He's eyeing up that Vespiquen.
Yeah.
Or that Combi. Ooh, and Age Slash.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting rid of
All right.
Aegislash and a Zebstrika line.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the Zebstrika line hit
That
the board, I was like, what in the
that's where
world
we,
is this deck?
yeah, that's where we're like, what is going on here?
Man, this
But
guy was like just so prepared
yeah,
to I think to hate on Night March or something. He
right.
plays Jirachi and Aegislash in the
Yeah.
same deck.
So
But it's cool because Aegislash actually walls against a lot of different things right now.
right. Yeah.
Vespiquen Vileplume literally just shuts down that entire deck.
Yeah.
Decks like Toad Tina, as we can see here. So he has a lot of ways to deal with pretty much a lot of the most popular archetypes that showed up at States.
Right.
So, but then as you can see, we also have Flareon in the discard too. So that's another one of these stage ones that
Yeah.
we've been talking about.
And Slowking hits the board.
Uh
So
oh.
I hope he gets to bug him with that. I can't remember if he does or not.
Yeah, I forget the name of the attack, but for you guys who aren't so familiar with Slowking, he has this ability, and basically you flip a coin. If heads, you can move an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon to one of their bench Pokemon. So really cool for disruption, and also since he plays that Team Aqua secret base, he can really make it hard for your opponent to get out the active spot.
Right.
Especially since they won't be able to play things like Switch once they're item locked by Seismitoad EX.
So he gets the DCE down, so we're definitely going to see a Quaking Punch here. There we go.
Okay, so here, luckily he has Bronzong. That kind of takes away some of the advantage that you would normally have from playing all these energy disruption cards
Right.
that Chris has.
Yeah.
So I haven't been keeping count of how many Pokemon he has in the discard, but he has a Muscle Band, and he has like I think 4 or 5 Pokemon in the discard, so he should be able to knock out this Seismitoad as soon as it comes up, or as soon as the Vespiquen can come up.
And then we see 4 farewell letters in a row. I'm pretty sure it was
Yeah.
4. With the one that was previously his active, and then he retreats with a DCE. So he will be knocking out this Seismitoad for sure, especially off
Yeah.
those farewell letters.
So here, if you're Chris, you gotta think, man, what what do you do here?
Yeah.
If you can maybe Team Flare Grunt and get successful heads on Slowking,
Ooh, so
uh,
he's gonna get to hit this Jirachi once, but
yeah.
um,
But even still, you
Yeah.
have to think. I mean, that Jirachi is probably going to be able to start us next turn.
yeah.
But I mean, I feel like you kind of have to.
A
Yep.
Quaking Punch for 30.
Uh huh. Okay, so there we
Start
go.
us for 10 and get rid of that double colorless.
I think he has one in hand though, so he
Yeah.
will be able to knock out this Jirachi. But
Well, he
That-
can't attack it now.
oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Okay, so Lysander, that's cool. So what do you do here, really?
Um,
Uh,
I don't know. Like he's got 2 retreat on this
Yeah.
Shaman now with the stadium being in play.
but luckily luckily for Chris, he didn't have an energy to retreat it.
Yeah.
So we get a heads on Crushing Hammer. It doesn't really make a big difference here because of Bronzong,
Right.
but at least I believe he is able to get a knockout in this Shaman, if I'm not mistaken. So Judge, I like that play,
Yeah.
especially in like some of these item lock decks like Seismitoad, and also Trevenant Judge is such a good card. So here, what does he really have to work with? It? I think he has a super scoop up.
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
Seismitoad,
it's a Sycamore.
Sycamore. So he'll take 2 prizes, and I see one's a delinquent.
Yeah, that's another kind of cool card. So here,
Gets knocked out.
yeah,
He just scoops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about right. I mean, you really have nothing else you can work with.
Yeah, I
that
think
point.
he runs 2 Giratina in this deck, and they're both prized.
That's unfortunate.
So I'm assuming he runs 2 because he showed that his 2 Giratina were prized. So yeah, Yeah, the one attacker that's not weak to Vespiquen.
So here, I mean, if you're Chris, what's your game plan against this thing?
Like, I guess I don't know. Honestly, get Giratina this time.
Yeah, no,
Not.
Giratina would definitely help.
Yeah, it's not weak to grass, so it'd be a little bit better. And then with the Fury Belt.
Well, also too, it'll prevent from attaching DCEs. I mean, he does have Bronzong to kind of get around that, but even still, that'll definitely make it really harder or really hard for him to keep streaming attackers.
Yeah.
So here we have a Zaru, which we didn't even see in the first game. So another stage one.
Yeah. It looks like he's got two Headringer, a Shaman. So he's gonna set up for one.
He does get Ultra Ball though.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice. He can grab another Shaman.
Get rid of Zerosic and a Headringer.
Seems good. Headringer's not too relevant of a card in this matchup.
Yeah.
Because I think his only EXs he plays are Shamans.
Shaman.
So
Yeah.
here, okay, grabbing a Shaman. That's good.
So he'll get the setup for three more cards, and I assume he's gonna try and get Giratina out.
Yeah, if he can just get maybe Slowpoke and a Giratina on the board, I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going for the Super Scoop up first.
Tails.
Okay.
And
Alrighty. So he has a Versus Secret, but the only thing he has is Zerosic in the discard. Yeah, his hand looks pretty dead at this point.
yeah. It's a double dragon, a Headringer, a Muscle Band, and something else I can't remember.
Sycamore getting rid of a Bronzong, Vespiquen, and
Yeah, he's got a Bunnelby on this deck too.
Farewell Letter. It seems fine.
So it looks like a Lysander and an Ultra Ball.
I think so.
Alright, and play Battle Compressor. Get rid of Blitzel, Flareon, and Zebstrika.
Man, I really wanted to see a Zebstrika hit the board.
Yeah. I asked him afterwards because I was like, dude, what is Zebstrika for? And he was like, oh, it's for like Mega Ray, Yveltal, just anything that's weak to lightning. So
Yeah.
he's like, oh, duh.
I'm kind of curious. I didn't get to talk to him about it, but I'm kind of curious why he just doesn't play the Jolteon
Yeah.
that makes his Vespiquens and Zoroarks.
Right, since he's already playing
Like-
Eevee.
Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely a lot cooler that he plays Zebstrika.
Yeah. It's probably because Zebstrika can get through effects of things, maybe, but I don't.
Maybe so, just in case of like a Jirachi Stardust or something like that.
Yeah, he can hit through like Aegislash if he has to attack with a DCE, maybe.
That's true too. That's a really good point. So, good reasons, I guess.
Yeah.
So Sycamore looks like we're getting rid of is that an AZ?
I think it's an AZ.
We're gonna say it's an AZ.
Yeah. An Ultra Ball.
A Megaphone and a Battle Compressor. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zoroark, that's fine if you have to attack with him. Ooh, okay.
So swinging for 120.
Mm-hmm. Seismitoad at max is going to do 50 to him. So.
Yeah.
But he does have some, I believe, a Flare Grunt and a Zerosic at his disposal, so he will be able to get rid of that DCE at least.
Right. I think it'll be good.
Hopefully, he can get a heads off this Super Scoop up. Okay.
There we go.
Cool.
I don't think he got a heads all game last game.
I don't remember. Yeah. So here he's going to Zerosic, just play down his hand a little bit more, I guess.
Yeah. Draw some more stuff.
Okay, so he's got an Ultra Ball. I guess he goes for Giratina. I guess.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of at this point.
Because he has the Double Dragon in hand. Unfortunately, he's going to kind of be in top deck mode after this, because I still don't think he has a draw supporter in his hand or in his discard.
Yeah.
Luckily, he does get that Double Dragon. If he can get it like a DCE or a DDE, off his top deck and play his Flare Grunt that he has or his Zerosic,
Yeah.
man, he'll be actually in a pretty good spot. But it's hard to say because he still plays basic metals and he'll be able to use on that Jirachi.
Yeah.
So,
And I believe this Seismitoad definitely, yeah, there we go, gets knocked out.
yeah, seems
Um,
good. Unfortunately, he,
Don't see a special energy in his hand, yeah.
yeah.
I don't remember if he
So,
has a. Okay, so I guess he's just gonna flare grunt and pass.
so, I mean, luckily he still has all these energy disruption cards to buy him a couple turns.
Right. Like, here's
Another
another
one.
one. Yeah, so
So,
120.
puzzle of time. So he will be able to.
Get that.
Ugh,
Oh man, he's like,
that
well,
is disgusting.
there's a double colorless energy, I guess. He's gonna try and stall out, but I don't know if he remembers that he can just stand in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
God, that is rough.
yeah. So now he's forced to attack with this.
But then Vespiquen.
He retreats.
Ooh, oh yeah, the Aqua Base.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Um,
I mean, even if he has to just
so
attack the Zorak, that's not really the end of the world.
yeah, so he just retreats,
Oh
or he
god.
just puts on the metal energy. Sycamore's a huge hand. Metal Lynx is to that. Okay, cool. So then he'll retreat. Boom.
So unfortunately, Chris, he had a lot of he had a lot of struggles there.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
two Giratina prize game one, and then not having a draw supporter the entire game for the second one. It's really unfortunate.
yeah.
But even still, I'm really glad we got to record the series. I wanted to get some footage of some interesting decks while we were at
Right,
States.
and that was definitely an interesting deck in that Vileplume with like we said, maybe four, maybe five stage ones in it.
Yeah.
So
Oh well, he didn't play Bioplume.
or Vespiquen.
Vespiquen,
Yeah,
there you
is
go.
what I meant to say. Yeah, it was definitely interesting in that one. And then it was cool seeing a Seismitoad Giratina Slowking type
Yeah.
thing. I haven't really seen that yet, like in person. I know like Toad Slowking has been played in some, I think like regionals in the Europe somewhere, like UK or whatever. But
Yeah, guys. So that was the top eight. Stay tuned because we're gonna have a top four match and the finals also. So be on the lookout for those. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Okay.